Hey YGO community, welcome back to our channel. Next Level Duelist, Josh here, aka Stylo. Gonna be bringing you the in-depth profile of my Mermail deck. So here it is again, the Triple Abyss Lind. I chose to run 3 Linds because, of course, I don't run Undyne and the Lind. This card's effect is when destroyed and sent to graveyard, I can special summon any Mermail from my deck. The reason why that's so good is because it's a defensive card. I could just set it first turn, and then their turn they get attack into Lind, and I could special summon anything I want, like a Pike, and start them from there to paying costs and adding to hand for next turn, or go into Abyss Lead 2700 beater for no reason, or I could even go into Abyss TS just for defense, whatever I need to do. This card is really defensive, and also there's I could go offensive with this card. I could summon it, and they have a monster on the field that I can't really run over at the time. That summon the Lind, attack into it, take the damage, then summon a beater like the Abyss Lead, Abyss Megalo, and just proceed from there. That's why I run 3 Linds. I run triple Abyss Pike. Pike is my level 4 searcher. It's really good. It flows really well with Lind. I can open up with Pike and just pay costs with my water for Dragoons. Add a hand from there. Add a level 3 for Pike and just whatever add for a cost like Dragoons. I can add a Sea Serpent or just pop anything on the field. Whatever I need to do, Pike is there. It works really well with my Lind. This going Lind, like I just said, with the Lind and Pike. So 3 Pikes really well. Sometimes yeah, it can be cloggy, but most of the time it works really well. You can just ditch 1 for the Pike and add a hand like a Gunday, and then ditch Gunday and summon Pike again. So it works really well. It makes level 4s like Bahamut Shark and Dweller. And then next, I run triple Abyss Tias. Abyss Tias is the level 7 that makes this deck work really well. Reason being, the Abyss Tias, it's just pay 1 cost, and I can add any level 4 or lower Mermail from my deck to my hand. So most of the time I'm adding Abyss Gunday or like Megalo or Lind, or I can open up first turn like Tias Dragoons, ditch the Dragoons for Tias summoning defense, and then Dragoons add a Sea Serpent like a Megalo or a Diva, whatever, and then for a Tias add Linde, set the Linde, and just go from there. I already have plays for next turn, and I already have answers on the field. And it's level 7, so it's easy rank 7 plays with Viscaios and Big Eye. So this is really good. Searchable with Lind and Spear. Next, double bit Mermail Abyss Gunday. Gunday, she's really nice. I could just pay cost with her for Megalo, for Tias, if I summon lead properly, for Pike. And then I could just use Gunday's effect if there's a Mermail in the deck, and I could special summon, the graveyard, and special summon any Mermail from the graveyard onto the field. So Abyss Gunday, I could like have a Megalo, Gunday, and lead in hand, or TS, whatever Mermail in hand with Gunday and Megalo, and pay cost for both. Gunday will special summon the other Mermail I just paid cost with for Megalo. So that's why Gunday really works really well. It's just really spammable. Double Abyss Megalo, the boss monster in the deck. Abyss Megalo, you can search out the Abyss Spear, the Abyss Squall. I could tribute one water monster, attack twice. I could overlay into rank 7. This crazy. This card's really as of right now $150. The reason why this card's really good. The reason why this deck is what it is. And then I run 1 Abyss Lead. I chose to run 1 lead instead of 2 or 3 because it can become cloggy. And just in general though, it's 2700 beater that has a steep cost, but most of the time you're never summoning like that. I'm summoning it off the Spear, I'm summoning off the Lind, and if I actually have the right cards in hand, I can summon it off from my hand. And then what's really great is the attack is 2700, so it gets over a lot of stuff that a lot of decks don't have that high of beaters right now. So lead works really well, and that can use the effect and tribute 1 and pop a card in your hand, send it to the graveyard. Or and I can overlay it for a rank 7 like Gaios or a Big Eye. That's why it leads really well. Then I run triple Deucey Diva. I chose to run 3 instead of 2 because this card is the tour guide in the deck. It searches out any level 3 or lower Sea Serpent type. So I can just, I go here, I summon the marksman, or summon the infantry, and just proceed to attack and special summon and then synchro summon. This deck, this card has so many outs. I can have this Diva and Spear, and Spear set, summon the Diva, search whatever, and flip the Spear, and then I could go into Mist Room, go into whatever I need. Just give me outs. This card has every out I need. Then I run triple Landing Dragoons, the best searcher that this deck could have. this first turn, any turn, just draw Dragoons. It's never dead. You just ditch it, pay cost with it, and you're searching a Sea Serpent type from your deck. Doesn't matter any level, just one Sea Serpent. So you have Dragoons. You're pretty much winning. You could overlay with this into Dweller and Bahamut Shark, especially with Bahamut Shark or Dweller. You just pay costs. You know, not pay. Just pay your costs, and then you can search with Dragoons while still doing the effect of your Dweller or your Bahamut Shark. Then triple landing on Marksman. Marksman, I chose to run 3 instead of 2 because the back row, I could just pop back row with it. I could summon off of the Diva. I can attack directly, summon the Dragoons. I can overlay for 3. I could synchro summon with it. Marksman works so well. It has lots of plays with all my paying costs with Pike and Megalo and Tias, and sometimes lead. That works really well with Diva too. And then 1 heavy landing heavy infantry. I chose to run just like I said, the 1 because it becomes cloggy at 2 sometimes, and just 1 tends to work. And all I do is really search it off the Diva, or I can pay cost with it when I have it in hand. Next for the spells, don't really need to go over this, but reason triple MST instead of 2 MSTs because of mostly Fire Fist. I just chain all to their stuff or just pop before they could get anything going. And then the Holy Trinity, self-explanatory, and then the Avarice, self-explanatory. Now for the traps, the triple Abyss Spear. The reason I chose to run 3 Abyss Spears because, of course, I'm not running Undyne. So the spear is really defensive. I could summon the Lin off of it and then proceed from there end phase and have a play for next turn. I can just summon on my turn. Like if I already have a level 7 on, I could like on board or in my hand that I'm going to summon, I can just flip the spear also and just proceed there to make rank 7. There's lots of plays with spear, and that's why this card should be ran at 3, especially in this deck. Then I run double Abyss Squall because this card allows me to do lots of rank 7, rank 3, or even 4 spam. It's from my graveyard. I need 3 Mermails in the graveyard, and I could special summon them with Squall, searchable with Megalo. So it's really good at 2. No need for 3, honestly, but that's why I run 2. And then I chose to run 2 Bottomless Trap Holes. It's because of those Fire Fists that are out there right now. It helps stop them. And there are a lot of other problematic monsters I could just stop with Bottomless, and then especially with the Rabbit now too, since there's so many there, and then the Verge coming up, this Bottomless gets over a lot of things. And then 1 Compulsory, it's chainable. It's like one of my only chainable traps that actually could hurt my opponent, and I could bounce back their Synchros, bounce back their XZs, bounce back a monster that they needed on that field at the time, or bounce back something for me to help for next turn. So the Compulse is really nice. And then 1 Solemn Judgment. I didn't run this in my Undyne Mermails, but the reason I chose to run it now in this build is because I'm not taking as much damage as I was before, so I could pay the cost of the life points now. It's really defensive. I could just swarm and have the Judgment set, and they could have that 1 out, and Judgment just says no. That's why I run the 1 Judgment. Now in the extra deck, Armory Arm, easy level 4, and then Taster, you're out. Librarian gets over, get Taster and deck divvies. And then my card DeLorean, just summon this, go Diva, Marksman, attack directly, and summon the Dragoons. Then main phase 2, go DeLorean. I can even flip Spear, whatever. Just keep bouncing back stuff. Earlier, like I flipped Spear and had a Megalo and the Marksman on the field. I bounced all those back, and then I proceeded to pay cost and summon Megalo. And then because DeLorean got boosted up to like 3,500, so that's why he's really broken. Then Gungnir, easy level 7, and then I can just pay costs, blow up whatever I need to do, and then if the cost is like a Dragoons, I could even search for that, or Infantry, I could pop twice if I'm just targeting once. And then Mistworm for those times when I needed to return some cards like a Zemians or something I can't get over at the time, and I could just go like Diva, and then I have a Spear, and the next thing you know, it's instant Mistworm. I'll just Diva and search out what I need. And then the XZ, Gachi, self-explanatory. Zemians, Leviathan, self-explanatory. Leviathan, just pay cost for the Marksman, and then pop your face down. Then this Trite, she's really good, works well with Bahamut Shark. I just sit on her. They first have to get over her, and after they get over her, they have to get over another beater that I'm going to summon from my graveyard because of the Trite. And then Dweller, her hurts my deck, of course, Mirror Match, and it hurts Dark Worlds and some other stuff, but it's mostly there too for the level 4 in case I need it. I just most time pay cost for Dragoons. And the Bahamut Shark, it's really good. You attack with it, and then main phase 2 just detach and then summon the Abyss trait. And also if I have Dragoons on it too, like the Dweller, I could just search for like that. And then one big eye, Sacred Monsters. Self-explanatory why this card's really good. And then double Biscayos, card's amazing. You just overlay to him like first, second turn, whatever you need. He's a standing skill drain. I've been playing him since I started running Undyne in November when I started the deck up, and I could just stop whatever I need to stop. It's even easier to bust out now just because you have the Squalls and you have all these level 7s now, and you're getting Guile, so then you're saying no to everything. Plus with the Judgment back row, it's just they don't really have outs to it. So yeah, thanks for watching my in-depth discussion about my deck profile from Mermails. And so like, rate, and subscribe. Thanks.